Hello, HUD House Hunters. It's Donnie Corum with Colorado Springs ForeclosureDeals.com and the integrity team at RE/MAX Real Estate Group. What an incredible marketplace we're in right now. Believe it or not, there are 1,300 single-family residences available in all of El Paso County. We have not seen a market low like this in 25 years. Now, what does that mean to you? Well, if you're thinking about buying a home, you should stop thinking and start acting. With an inventory shortage like this, we're going to see prices head upwards. Plus, there are 3 scheduled rate increases with the Fed this year, so interest rates are guaranteed to rise in the year to come. The combination of that means if you're going to buy a house, you definitely want to get on it right this moment. With that, let's get to it. We are bringing you 598 Camino del Rey. This house is located off of Fountain Mesa, just if you know where the Fountain Mesa exit is on I-25, it's in the Fountain area. You've got older homes, 1970s built or so homes surrounding us, and then a few blocks over, some much newer stuff that is being developed today. The home features 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, no garage because it's been converted out to living space, and 1,900 square foot of living space. It didn't sell in the first run, so they just dropped it by $15,000. And I'll be honest, it wasn't a great deal until this price drop, but now this has $40,000 of potential equity in the property. But let me warn you now, it is definitely going to need some work. Let's do this. We're walking into Camino del Rey, and what I want to show you right out of the gate is this whole section we're standing in right now is an addition. This used to be the garage to the house. That's why the driveway is attached to it, but they converted this out into living space and made this one very large and semi-strange master bedroom. So you can see here, we've got this interesting railing system taking you over to a jetted tub, a sink, the toilet, etc. I'm not saying I would have recommended this remodel. I'm saying it is what it is right now. So you are standing inside what used to be the garage area. 2 big closets, not lots of space in here. You know, this would be an awesome master bedroom if the house had been built to have a master bedroom here, but now, being frank with you, it's a little weird. What are we going to do with it? It's up to you. If you want this to be your master, it could be perfect to set a bed down. It is a lot of square footage. I just think maybe we put in a wall here and block off some of the master bath portions, maybe normalize this space just a little bit. And that's where the weirdness starts. Let's continue on here, shall we? There's a ramp heading up here. And what is nice about this house, is some of it anyway, is wheelchair accessible. So if that's a need or if that's important to you, definitely consider the Camino del Rey property for that. Here we are walking into what would have been the front of the house before the conversion that they did. The carpet is commercial grade. It's definitely it's very thin. There's no pad to speak of, but that's okay because the first thing we do on our flips is we're going to do carpet and paint, right? So new pad, new carpet, all that's going to happen. I will tell you that the windows are vinyl. They look relatively new and solid, so the house should insulate relatively well, and that's a plus. And then to the other side of the room here, we have a wood-burning fireplace. Kind of antiquated as far as the surround around it, but nothing to fix that up, get that a little bit more modern, and add a lot of value to the house with changing that out. You know, 1,900 square feet is nothing to sneeze at, guys. This has plenty of square footage. It's on a corner lot. It definitely needs work. We're walking into the kitchen now here, and the cabinets are definitely dated, but believe it or not, this raised archway is what is coming back into vogue right now. So from the 70s to today, what we might do is just paint these up, add some hardware to them. These cabinets are probably keepable. They're a very solid wood. We have a stove that has definitely seen better days, so we're going to swap that out, maybe put a new microwave in here, replace the countertops, etc. No doubt this house is going to need a decent amount of work, but if you're an investor looking to buy a flip, this has the potential. If you're somebody who wants to build some sweat equity in their home, this has the potential. And of course, this could make a stellar rental. We are just moments from Fort Carson, so you get a very high dollar for rent on this property if you're buying it for that. We're in the dining room now. Great place to put the table. Not much to say here except we'll be swapping out the flooring because it is very dated. Let's head downstairs. You know, beyond the strange addition to the property, the normal part of the house is not that bad. It's dated, it's got bad finishes on it, but if we just paint this and floor it, this is going to look great. New paints around here. These windows in the back have not been replaced, so we'll swap those out. wide open living room space here, good place to put the couch in, etc. And guys, listen, you're buying a deal because you're going to be selling it later on. So if you buy a house below market, you pick up 30, 40, 50 grand worth of equity as this market goes up, you are securing your financial future. So that's the essence of it. Look past the surface and start looking at the investment. You can make a lot of money by buying and selling real estate. So here we are in the bedroom downstairs. A little bit of echo because there's no flooring in here to speak of, just hard surface floors, but we carpet that out. I'm guessing this could be, well, I guess should have been a closet, but it actually goes into the utility room. If you want to follow me around here, we have the water heater, which looks relatively new, and then we have the furnace, which does not look relatively new. So we'll be swapping this furnace out. This, that's about a $1,700 swap out to put a new furnace in there, $1,700 to $2,000, depending on the efficiency rating of the furnace you go with. Along the way, back upstairs, we find a full bath. Kind of counting that master bath we saw earlier in the finished out garage, but this is more officially a bathroom and needs all the usual suspects. Flooring, tile, paint, etc. We'll get that right back into race-ready form and make you a lot of money on resale. Let's check out upstairs. On the way upstairs here, we pass by the great room. This is a tri-level style house. And we get to the second bathroom. I want you to keep in mind they're calling it a 2-bath because they're not counting that master bedroom bathroom up front, okay? So this is the second bath. It's gonna be a little bit dark in there, but give you an idea, you've got the old vinyl tile finishes there, the 4-inch tile surround, just a lot of stuff that we gotta finish out just to redo. This is normal stuff that we do on every one of our remodels, so not a big deal at all. The flooring is pink. We swap that out, and then we find bedroom number 1. And in bedroom number 1, it's the usual suspects. Paint the walls, put some floors in, replace the doors. Bada bing, this thing's gonna be ready to go. For me, I like to do the 6-panel doors on the front. It modernizes it quite a bit. These doors will run you $50 or so. New hardware on it, maybe another $20. Very easy to install. It's gonna make a massive difference in how this house looks and feels, which increases your resale value and rental value. Bedroom number 2. Check it out, about the same size, terrible green carpet, just real easy to swap this thing out. This is a couple hours worth of work for a good carpet guy. If you're a hardwood person, you can do that as well. The bones on this house are solid, it's just the surfaces on it definitely need some work. Final bedroom, we'll call it the master because it's larger than the other 2, but not terribly large, no big deal in repairs, wall, paint, floor, trim. This thing's gonna be race ready in no time at all, okay? So the front of it seems like a lot of work. When you start breaking down what this house actually needs, it's not that bad. The equity you're picking up is going to enable your financial future for years to come. Don't buy a house in this market, buy a deal. And they are out there, just gotta keep looking. They obviously had some kind of plumbing leak back here. They cut out the wall to access that. We don't know the current status of that until we turn the water on, but my guess is they've already repaired it, just never replaced the drywall behind it. So let's go check out the backyard. We'll wrap this thing up. As always, guys, if you're wondering, can I buy a house and what financing do I need to use? You can get an FHA loan on this, a VA loan on this property. You can buy this house for little to nothing down and pick up equity right out of the gate, not have to worry about whether the market goes up or down because you're already in a financial position where you're set. This door is not going to cooperate. There we go. Okay. Remember, this is a corner lot right off of Fountain Mesa. So there's Fountain Mesa right there. Slightly busier road, but easy access to get back and forth to base. The siding looks solid. This looks to be a vinyl siding that had to be recently installed, so the exterior is not going to be a problem at all. We've got a nice big lot here. Plenty of room for the kids and the dogs to play. This is an excellent house once you put a couple bucks into it, and the roof has even been recently done. That looks to be in pretty good shape. I wouldn't worry too much about that. So let's recap. We're standing at 598 Camino del Rey, located in Fountain, Colorado. It features 3, maybe 4 bedrooms, depending if you count that conversion up front. It's got 1,900 square foot of living space, and this home is listed right now for a price that will blow your mind compared to comps in the area, which will go 180 to 190,000 in the area. If you click on the link, you get the access to the price, more photos, and the ability to schedule a showing on this property, but you have to act quickly. Stuff in this price range, sub 200,000, is going not in days or weeks, but in hours. So you got to take advantage of these price drops when they come up. They don't happen often in this market, but they did happen here. With that, this is Donnie Coram with the Colorado Springs Foreclosure Deals.com and the Integrity team at RE/MAX Real Estate Group. As always, we thank you guys for tuning in. We are the future.